You are welcome to this lesson. This lesson is on elementary differential and integral calculus. It's a tutorial question, and right now we are in question 39. The question reads, find and the function f of x tends to x squared plus px plus q has a turning point when x equals to minus 3 and a remainder of minus 6 when divided by x plus 2. We have to find the value of q. Now, for us to solve this problem, the first thing we are going to note is that we are dealing with what? With a turning point. So, we are going to rewrite this function first as f of x, and that will equals to what? X squared, then plus what? Px plus what? Plus q. This is the first thing. Now, since we are dealing with turning point, like I said before, it means we are going to differentiate this particular function. And in differentiating, we have f prime of x to equals 2 times x is 2x. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's the reason why we are keeping this x. Then plus, here will give us p, because the coefficient of this x is 1 times px. It will give us px raised to what? 0. So x raised to 0 is 1. That's why we are having this. Then we are going to treat q as a constant, which means if we differentiate it, it will turn to what? To 0. Now, at this point, we are going to bring back the knowledge we get from the question. We are told that the turning point, it was mentioned here that this function has a turning point when x is minus 3. What this means is that for the turning for the turning point, we have 0, which is the y of f prime of x to become 0 at that point where x is what? Minus 3. Now we are going to plug these two values into this derivative we've gotten here, and in doing that we are going to have 0 equals to 2 into bracket minus 3. We are going to replace x with what? Minus 3, then plus q. Now if you multiply that, we are going to arrive at minus 6 plus p. This gives us the value for p as, we bring minus 6 to this side, it becomes 0 plus 6, and that will give us p, therefore, to be 6. Now, we are not asked to look for the value of p, but we needed to find the value of p so as to get q. And for us to get q, we need to come to this question again. It says, this function, when divided by x plus 2, have a remainder of what? Minus 6. Now, what does that mean? It means that this our x plus 2. What do we do to this x plus 2 to make it to become 0? All we simply do is to say minus 2 plus 2. That means if we come to this original equation here, we are going to put our value for x, replace it with what? Minus 2, and plug it into this very value we have here, which is minus 2 squared, then plus, now don't forget the value for p. P is 6. Now multiply by the value for x, which in this case is minus 2, then plus the q we are looking for. Now, we are told that if we divide this function here by this, the remainder is minus 6. What does that tell you? It tells you that we are going to replace our f of minus 2 with what? Minus 6. And if we come here, minus 2 squared is 4. Then 6 times minus 2 will give us minus 12, then plus q. Now let's solve this simple equation. We have minus 6 to equals minus 8 plus q. That means if we are looking for the value of q, we have to take your minus 8 to this side. It will become plus 8, then minus 6. So therefore, the value for q is what? 2. And this is now the answer to the question.